Okay, this is a video on how to make a memorial quilt when you're cleaning your spouse's closet. One of the problems I had when my husband died 2 years ago is I had this issue of what to do with all of his clothes. I know some people give them away, some people give them to friends. My children had a real problem with me giving my husband's clothes away and didn't want to lose any of a part of him, which they perceived. So here's an idea on how to make a memorial quilt out of your spouse's clothes. Here's the finished quilt that I'm making my 4 kids for Christmas, this quilt, and it's simply made out of items from my husband's closet. So I didn't have to buy anything other than polyester backing and a backing material, which was just flannel. But you can see I took my husband's clothes and I picked out his different kids. I made a t-shirt quilt for my youngest daughter, I made a sweatshirt for my middle daughter, and then for my 2 oldest children I made a quilt out of his shirts and pants. So I'm going to show you now how to do this, which is basically you can make a template, cut out a cardboard template. Mine I think was about, you can make one either 10 or 12 inches, and you simply place the material on a shirt or on a pair of pants, as you can see where I've cut out this. I trace around the shirt with a pen. I then cut out this individual. Once I've traced the block, as you can see, I take a pair of scissors, I cut out the actual pattern, and I cut out squares. And I have these squares here in piles, and they're all of my husband's shirts and his. Once I have them cut out, I lay them on the floor of my room into what I perceive as a good pattern. This one is just, simply a checkerboard square pattern. It has a border of, I cut the legs of my husband's pants to provide the borders. You can see the gray corduroy and this beige corduroy. I use my husband's buttons from his shirts for just decoration, and his cuffs, as well as the collars of his shirts. You can see the collar right here. So it didn't take me that long. I cut out these squares, I sew them together. If you don't sew yourself, you can get a friend, or it might be a quilting community in where you live that would help you cut the squares or put them together. But I basically just cut up, as you can see, all his old shirts and pants to make this quilt. The only thing you need to purchase is a quilting batting, as you can see here, and you get it in the size that you want. This happens to be a full size, which is 81 by 96, but you can make a twin size one, you can make a queen size quilt, depending on the age or the size of your child. The only other thing you have to purchase is, I bought some flannel backing, which is just soft material, and it goes on the back of the quilt. As you can see, there's the back. So it all can be machine stitched, you don't have to do anything by hand. And for Christmas presents this year, instead of getting rid of my husband's clothes, I will be giving each of my 4 children a lovely quilt that they can take with them to high school or college, or just have for the rest of their lives. And it has a piece of my husband's clothing all in it. Favorite corduroy pants, favorite flannel shirts that he used to love. So hope this helps and gives you a good idea for a way to memorialize someone you've lost, and also to solve the problem of how to get rid of the clothes in your spouse's closet. Good luck.